Podcasting from Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, New York, this is the Brooklyn Baritone Podcast. As usual, I am here in the morning recording these productions, but whenever you guys choose to listen to this or watch this in the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, or late at night, I always appreciate the likes, the looks, the listens, but I will always, of course, appreciate the support by hitting the subscribe and notification bell on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone, but do that if you want to. Mind your business. I know everyone has heard that term, and for just cause, too. A lot of people do need to mind their business because a lot of people don't react or engage with other people properly or appropriately. They judge harshly, judge wrongly. At the same time, there are a lot of people here that do need to mind other people's business because some people, they need the help. And a lot of people do actually mind other people's business. They do help people that are close to them, or there are many people out here that do reach out to people who they clearly see need some kind of assistance or guidance, which is great because we are charged to do that. See, I come out here and I speak. I don't want to speak just out the side of my neck just for the sake of speaking. I feel motivated because in many of my studies, as you guys know, I study the word and I try to have as close to a walk with our creator Elohim as much as possible. And I want to share all these things that I've learned with you guys. So many podcasts I've done in the past that put you on to certain dietary things, certain things morally, a little bit of history here and there of why we are where we are. I wouldn't feel right if I'm learning this stuff and I'm feeling like I'm getting enlightened and getting more properly educated and not sharing with anybody. This is why I do this. This is why I choose this platform on a digital platform to share what I have, because there are many things that I am not good at. There are many things that I still need improvement on. Many things that I still need to manage properly. But the things that I am good at, I look to utilize that whenever I can with people around me and with you, everyone here who is listening, whether you're subscribed or not. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I have to say. In past podcasts, today, right now, and future podcasts, Father willing. One thing that I used to do, I used to drive around with MREs in my vehicle. And whenever I saw someone very less fortunate than I would ask them, do you want something to eat? And they said, yeah, I would get in my trunk. Well, I wouldn't get in my trunk, but I'd go to my trunk and give them MREs. And they were so grateful and thankful. In any way you possibly can, you do that, because you don't know, again, people who are supposed to be each other's business. So many people don't engage with people the way they should be. And I get it. A lot of people who would need help, could need help or guidance in any way, shape or form, their mindset and their character is not ready to receive that. And they'll probably see it as an interruption or irritation in their life. This is why you have to approach every certain person and situation with caution and wisdom, and most important, humility, because some people would help, but they ain't humble about it. At the same time, again, a lot of people out there, they say they're helping, they're not really helping. They just want a talking point to talk about you to other people. That's not how you help people. And another thing that I see is definitely needed in the community. I've talked about this whole thing, back in the day, the stop snitching thing. We have a lot of people out here that's running amok, that's causing havoc, wreaking havoc, destroying lives and communities out here. That's our business. That is our business. Okay, and there's people out there, I get it, I understand. You don't want to get caught up in the wrong type of person or kind of activity. I totally get it. This is why I say approach every person and situation with proper caution, wisdom, and humility. Sometimes you just got to look from afar and to see things unfold. Wherever you can help, you make sure you help, because we are charged to do that. We are all charged to take care of each other and everything that we have to the best of our ability. Have I used my words to cut people down before? I have, and I do have regret for that. Am I using my words to build people up? Yes, because I understand the value behind it. I don't want to just do it just because we're supposed to, and I just don't want to get in any kind of problems with our creator and our judge, but I do it because it helps people. When you're helpful to people, especially in a way, in a capacity that you're great at, whatever it's your talent or skill set, you utilize it. You see, when you're seeing things going wrong in community, the best you could probably do is do the best that you possibly can, because you can only control yourself. But then we have people out here that know that they peoples are out here tearing things up. You either got to pull them to the side or do whatever corrective action that's needed to get them out of the mix of the streets and people's lives that's continuing to destroy things. Parents, people who are around younger kids, you make sure that they're grown up properly. Because I remember slightly, but even further back from before I was born, people talk about people being more close-knit as a community. You know, everyone's business. Yes, we had nosy people. We had people who look to just do destruction however they can, unfortunately. But most of the time, people were looking out for other people's property, people's family and children. Isn't it a beautiful thing to think that if your child was out somewhere, whether they belong there or not, wherever it was at, and to know that, yeah, you were probably worried if you didn't see them, but just to know that another totally strange family would take care of your child, or another stranger, an individual that has no ties to you whatsoever could say, hey, what are you doing out here? Do you need help? Are you hungry? Let's give you something to eat. Where do you live? I could give you cab fare to get home. I could put you on a train. Or we got a car we could drive. Where do you live? Let me drop you off to make sure that you're good. How would you feel this knowing for sure that people out there are more than likely going to do that with your child? People are going to look out for your property to make sure no one runs up and vandalizes it or robs it. You know, think about it in the bigger picture. I get it. I understand that everyone's not meant to be helped because they don't have the current mindset to accept it, and other people are not in the current mindset to give it properly. I know, but use wisdom. But at the same time, we all have opportunities all different times of our lives to help other people. We are each other's business. We are charged to take care of each other, you know. And this, I said before, the stop snitching thing, that's a terrible, terrible thing that helped destroy, you know, our communities here a whole lot more. And there's a lot of things that other people don't do to help other people. Again, you never know what kind of help that you will give to someone that'll totally turn their life around. We don't know how close that person is to the edge. You could be that one person for that one nice gesture to pull them back, give them faith in themselves, in humanity, in their creator. We all have to make sure we step up to the plate and a responsibility to help each other out. Yeah, mind your business, but remember, we still are each other's business. So sometimes I don't like that term because a lot of times it's just people who just want to be selfish and caught up in themselves. But best believe those are the same people who are saying those things that do need help and do look to help other people. But again, you just have to use caution, humility, and wisdom whenever you're engaged with people. I don't want you guys to forget, sometimes you just have to look and help people out whenever they can. This is why I do what I do. All right. And I look to always receive help for things I need improvement on all the time, because I am someone else's business too. And I appreciate the love and the respect and the fact that people want to take the time to help me out with whatever it is that I need help with. Anyways, if you want to look at any more of my content, you can check my website out, www.brooklynbaritone.com. You can also see more of my production and content on my YouTube channel at Brooklyn Baritone. You can catch me on LinkedIn under Corey Ashley. I am on Instagram and I am on Facebook. You could also catch my podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes Play Store, and Amazon Music under podcast. I also broadcast on local cable television. That's Verizon, that's RCN, Time Warner, and Optimum. Now please Spectrum too. I think so. But I also broadcast 4 times a week. That's 12 a.m., that's midnight, and 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anyways, I want you guys to be good and be blessed. Help whoever you can, however you can. Of course, use wisdom, use caution. I'm out. You'll hear from me next week. Be blessed, walk good.